It appears as though the president of the United States, President Trump, has announced on Truth Social that he has signed the bill to release the Epstein files. There's the Truth Social post. This move by the president comes after the House and Senate passed the bill this week, sending it to the president's desk. Trump has been facing increased political pressure in recent months, growing resistance from both sides of the aisle. And again, we have seen the president now taking to his social media account, Truth Social, and saying that he has signed the bill.
Donald Trump just signed the Epstein Files Transparency Act. So what happens next? Well, ideally what happens is that Donald Trump releases the Epstein files. He actually didn't need this bill to be able to do that. He could have done it months ago when he said he wanted to, and there's already a subpoena from the House Oversight Committee requiring him to turn over these documents. But he signed this bill, it got a near unanimous vote in the House and a unanimous vote in the Senate, and now he needs to release the files. But here are some ways he could get around this law. One, he could say that these new politically motivated investigations that he's started mean that he cannot release the files. Two, he could redact it so much that we don't actually see any of the real information. Three, he could say that he's trying to protect the victims, but let's be clear, I was with the victims all day yesterday. They want these files released, they want this information out, they want transparency and justice. Or four, he could simply just ignore the law like he's done in so many other cases. So we still need public pressure. This was a win, but it's not over yet. Everything that you all did, calling, texting, emailing, making your voices heard, sharing your stories, that's what has enabled us to get this far. So we need to keep going until we ensure that every survivor has the transparency and accountability that they deserve.
Huge breaking news. Donald Trump announces he has signed the Epstein bill, but the battle is just beginning. Now, Donald Trump tonight took to Truth Social to announce he signed the bill, saying, quote, "I have just signed the bill to release the Epstein files. As everyone knows, I asked Speaker of the House Mike Johnson and Senate Majority Leader John Thune to pass the bill in the House and Senate respectively. Because of this request, the votes were almost unanimous," unquote. That is the biggest piece of BS I've ever heard. Donald Trump fought against this since he was inaugurated. He wanted nothing to do with this. He did not want this to happen. When he saw it was inevitable, that's when he changed his tune, and now he's trying to take credit. But the truth is, the battle's only beginning, because Pam Bondi has already come out and said she's going to release it in accordance with the law and made sure everybody knew she had some leeway with what to release and what not to release. Plus, there is now an open investigation into the hoax that Donald Trump claimed this was. This is only the beginning, but certainly another step closer.
Some really big breaking news here. The president has signed the bill to release the Epstein files. Trump posted this on a very long Truth Social post where he goes through all the Democrats that are named in the list. I mean, I'll move out of the way so you can read them, but it's all the same people that he's been going after, including some of the people that he sent the DOJ to investigate right now. But he said here, "I have just signed the bill to release the Epstein files." And he said the vote was unanimous because he directed the House to pass this. And then a little later, near the bottom where he's listing out all the things that he's calling victories in this presidency so far, he says that the Democrats have been using the Epstein files as a way to confuse, deflect, and distract the American people from what the Trump administration has been doing. So the question is, what happens now? Well, first, the Department of Justice will have to go through a lot of these files, the ones that they haven't gone through already and haven't already redacted the names of people, which we know that the FBI was already doing. They were using more than 1,000 FBI agents, at least more than 1,000 FBI agents to comb through these things, to redact specifically Trump's name, but likely the names of other Republicans as well. That happened earlier this summer. And then they'll release these files in a timely manner. But this is from the actual bill itself, from Congress.gov. Within 15 days of completing the required disclosures, the Department of Justice must provide Congress with a report listing all the categories of records released and withheld, all redactions made and their legal basis, and all government officials and politically exposed persons named or referenced in the released materials. That has to happen within 15 days. This is going to be a very busy Thanksgiving week for folks over at the DOJ.
If you're watching this video, then that means that the Epstein files will be released because the Epstein Transparency Act has been signed into law. This is a historic day for America. First and foremost, when will they be released? According to Attorney General Pam Bondi, within the next 30 days. The American people demanded transparency from a government that was unwilling to give it to them. Less than 3 months ago, Donald Trump labeled it an act of hostility against his administration for any member of Congress to vote for the release of the Epstein files. Donald Trump's battle to prevent the release of the Epstein files has failed. And the reason why it's failed is you. The American people demanded transparency from our government and accountability for the survivors of these heinous crimes. And because of that, yesterday, both chambers of Congress passed the Epstein Files bill, and just moments ago, President Trump begrudgingly signed it into law. So here's what happens next. The Department of Justice is under a legal obligation to release all the files. And once they do, myself, alongside many others, will meticulously comb through and read every word of every line of every paper. And I'll bring my findings to you. I'll keep you posted with what we find. See you soon.
Well, it looks like Trump allegedly signed the bill into law to have the Epstein files released. Now, I'm saying allegedly because now this might just be me and just how I'm thinking. Feel free to drag me. For this, I'll understand because maybe I'm just being overly nitpicky. But anytime in the second term, within this whole entire year of 2025, whenever this man has any type of writing instrument in his hand, whether it be a pen or a marker, there has been some type of camera in the building. Am I wrong? So why don't we have any video or pictures, anything of him signing this bill? Now, like I said, I might be reaching a little bit, but I don't know. I find that's very suspect. Because usually, and that goes really for any president, whenever there's a bill to be signed, especially something huge and major, that's, of course, the Epstein files has been made a big deal for all of these years, but it's finally signed and there's no video, there's no picture. Surely somebody in there had to have an iPhone to at least take a picture with pen to paper. But we'll just have to see. I mean, if somebody has seen it, maybe they've seen the actual document and bill signed. I don't know. But until I see some kind of video proof or the actual bill has been signed, then I'll believe it. Call me what you will. But I'm still not trusting this. And it was within 24 hours of it passing. I don't know. And again, call me, oh, the Democrats are never satisfied, blah, blah, blah. This has just gone so fast. Don't y'all think from him denying, oh, there's no files, oh, I don't have anything to do with that, I don't care, to now having everything, all the Republicans vote for it in Congress, and then him signing it within 24 hours. Something is not right, and I'm not buying it. Now, to hear my full thoughts of what I feel like is going to happen with these files, now that it's, I guess, officially, quote unquote, time to release them, they have 30 days. This better not drop on my birthday. My birthday is 30 days away exactly, so they better not drop it on my birthday. My birthday will not be associated with this. But anyway, we'll see. We could get them in 24 hours, but I do think they're going to be redacted, but that's the only thing I'll say on that. But I don't know. I just kind of feel like hearing what Pam Bondi had to say, it's giving very much running around and talking in circles. And I think that's what this is going to be. Also, something I didn't even think about is that if we don't have any video proof signing this, is he going to be held to the standard I guess it's veto proof, so I don't know, I guess like it'll be forced somehow, but that's just going to delay it even more. I never really thought about that, but he could just like sign it and just not do anything with it because they haven't really been following any laws or abiding by them anyway. So it could be so many different options of how they could get around this, y'all, but I don't know. I just think this is moving too fast, which I think is a good sign. But from them, I don't trust it. I'm sorry, I don't. I know it's annoying, but I don't trust it. I mean, it's great to see. I guess he signed it, but I don't know that rant. And then he on Truth Social, and then he just so happened to let it slide in there that he signed it. I don't know, y'all. I'm just not convinced. I feel like there's something they're trying to plan, and they're trying to try to get everything set into place, and then they're going to whoever the Olivia Pope is, we don't know who she is, but whoever the Olivia Pope is working behind the scenes. The Huck of B613 of the actual White House is waiting with his silencer in his hand, ready to strike whoever doesn't follow the rules. Of course, I'm just kidding, but am I really? I don't know. But anyway, you guys, I don't want to make this too long. He allegedly signed it. That's really all the news we have as of right now. Will the documents be released in 24 hours? Will it be released by the weekend? Or are they going to take up the entire 30 days that they have to get everything sent out and released to the public? Okay, you guys, definitely let me know what you think about this down below. Do you believe that he signed it? Or am I just being a little bit paranoid? Or do you believe me a little bit as to why I should be skeptical? Because I don't know, I'm not buying it. But let me know your thoughts down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe, because that really helps to support the channel. And of course, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. And just a random little piece, if you made it this far, if you're a part of the Archer gang, if you're a Sagittarius, our season is in a couple of days. I can't believe it. Drop those arrows down below in the comments, because I want to see my fellow Sagittarians. That's all I have for you guys tonight, and I'm going to catch you guys in the next video. Bye. See you later.
At the time, she said the department had not uncovered evidence that could lead them to investigate anyone else. Today, I asked her what had changed.
What changed since then that you launched this investigation?
Information that has come for information. There's information new information, additional information.
The Attorney General would not say what the new information was.
So, David, we don't know if the new investigations will lead to a delay in the release of the Epstein files.